set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I.
Yeah, wifey track. Know you liking that? I'm jonesing for my butter half. That's why I run a bath, rub her feet and scratch her back to let her know I love her ass. She's so sophisticated, but likes misbehaving when she needs attention. Not to mention what it is she's craving me, cause I give her R-E-S-P-E-C-T, X's and O's, and some D, and she be in love, yeah, she feeling me, cause that's what it'll bring when you do the little things, like take her out, wine and dine her, and still pull out the chair behind her. Remind her that she's so beautiful, and she'll never lose that sexy hood appeal. Surprise her with flowers in her cubicle, we'll see a movie or a musical, taking long walks, having long talks, hella cool, with her mom and pops. Drop some change on her, tell her hit the mall, take the day off, baby, and hit the spa. Roll some weed up, sip some rock. If she want it, she know she can get it all. She wanna be spoiled and pampered and taken care of, what every woman's after. A commitment, and we stay true to ours. And if you're listening, girl, I'm loving who you are. If you didn't know, babe, I'm loving who you are. Loving who you are. And if you didn't know, babe, I'm loving who you are. Loving who you are. And if you didn't know, babe, I'm loving who you are. Loving who you are. And I give her space when she's stressing. Out from work, the kids are PMSing. Send her text messages just to check in, like I'm thinking of you, how's your day been? She wanna stay in when it's nighttime, sip some white wine and watch Lifetime. And I don't mind, I let her sleep in on the weekends. Make some eggs and coffee, give her the treatment. Then I tell her put on that Vicky's Secret, cause you know tonight we'll be freaking. She been #1, you know that's right. If I was starving, I'd still give her my last bite. And our last fight ended with me lifting her on the sink for a quickie. When we're 50, we'll renew our vows. That'll be 25 years under our belts. When I see her, I still hear bells. I can't help it, I'm under her spell. I know her real well. What makes her tick, what makes her happy, sad, and what makes her pissed. And I reminisce how we've been through it all. And don't forget, baby, I'm loving who you are. If you didn't know, babe, I'm loving who you are.
That Mustang was a beater, it was really a wreck. Well, just to keep her running took my whole paycheck. But I wanted to come up and live a little larger. I went and bought myself a 69 Charger. Just cruising in a Prius, ain't gonna get no girls. I'm a muscle car man in a hybrid world. Well, I cruised a Charger up and down the Miracle Mile. Had the girlies' heads a turning, I did it in style. I was looking with the ladies, winning every bet, beating every barracuda, and vexing every vet. Well, there ain't a car in town that my Charger can beat. Its most important feature is a big back seat. There ain't no room in a smart car to make a toes curl. I'm a muscle car man in a hybrid world. Well, I've always been a maverick, a challenger too. Your car might save the planet, what's it doing for you? Nothing gets your motor running like an engine's roar. With a pedal to the metal and for the blow. Well, I took the Cherry Charger to a classic car show. I met a Firebird and drove a GTO. She had a two-tone paint job, a candy red and pearl. She's my muscle car mama in a hybrid world. Challenger to your car. I save the planet, what's it doing for you? Nothing gets your motor running like an engine's roar. With the pedal to the metal and fall the floor. Well, me and that Firebird got a kid of our own. He drives a hybrid Civic and he steers with his phone. Every time I see that whiny punk, I kinda wanna hurl, 'cause I'm a muscle car man in a hybrid world.
Yeah, wifey track. Know you liking that? I'm jonesing for my butter half. That's why I run a bath, rub her feet and scratch her back to let her know I love her ass. She's so sophisticated, but likes misbehaving when she needs attention. Not to mention what it is she's craving me, 'cause I give her R-E-S-P-E-C-T, X's and O's, and some D, and she be in love, yeah, she feeling me, 'cause that's what it'll bring when you do the little things, like take her out, wine and dine her, and still pull out the chair behind her. Remind her that she's so beautiful, and she'll never lose that sexy hood appeal. Surprise her with flowers in her cubicle, or see a movie or a musical, taking long walks, having long.
Oh no.
You're listening to
KXVS.
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 The voice of Stockton.
Hot damn. See you licking frozen from your own hands. Want another taste? I'm begging, yes.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marcelis. I got your girl Renee over here in the corner, and my guy Ryan. We are here. We are your Rise&Shine 209 morning crew, and we are feeling ourselves because today is the day that Laughs on the Ave hits theaters. I'm playing, not theaters, but it's Miracle Mile, the
Big
Ave.
blockbuster movie coming out.
Yep. Yeah, it's tonight, everybody. Show starts at 9. It's going to be an awesome time. Make sure to head out and catch that fire comedy. How you guys doing today, this morning?
You know what I've realized?
What's that, Ryan?
Over the last few months,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and this is a YouTube conversation, buddy.
Okay.
They've really cracked down on monetization over creators that make stuff.
Okay.
And the unfortunate fact is my favorite YouTube channels that I like to enjoy watching are now not making anything.
Why not?
Because they're offensive or they're borderline inappropriate.
What?
Or,
Okay, wait.
like Twins TV, for example.
But they are still creating. They had created.
They make
that.
their vlogs now, which don't generate. I don't think they generate anything because they're not. They're meant just to be personal. When they make something for humor and entertainment, then those are the ones they make money on. So I went on their channel, which they used to have, and now everything's like backed. No, they deleted a bunch of stuff, so everything's like July of 2017. Like, oh, that's boring.
They deleted the new stuff.
All the good stuff that was offensive and got like no money.
So do you think that was regulated by YouTube?
Yeah.
Aw, boo!
It's not even a copyright thing now. It's just like let's not pay you because your stuff is gonna piss people off. And
right,
I think that's
but you know what? There is a following.
Their brand.
No, but there's a following for things like that, and so why would you eliminate?
So where are you gonna go?
Yeah, why would you eliminate that avenue? You know what I mean? Because they have like Adult Swim, the cartoons on TV.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So why not have that on YouTube? It's another media venue, like channel and venue that platform people can use.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree. It just sucks because I want to watch some good stuff. Like there's a guy that he was a real passionate YouTuber, and he made videos about people that were gold diggers that would literally
I'm listening.
chase men for money or just date men for money, and they'd have a boyfriend, a regular boyfriend on the side. So this guy would actually have people come to him and talk to him about their girlfriend. Oh, I have a girlfriend. We've been together for a year, but I have a feeling that she may be a gold digger. And so the host of the show was called Udi Pranks, and it was called To Catch a Gold Digger.
Kind of like cheaters.
Like that, yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So he would set...
How do you set somebody up for that?
It's easy. The boyfriend would do it all. The boyfriend would do it all. He would be like, all right, well, we have a meet here. So what we're going to do is the camera guy, the host, would tell the viewers, all right, this is where I'm setting up my cameras. and then he would give a briefing on what's going to happen, who's showing up, and when he's going to come in to infiltrate. And what he would do would just walk up to the girlfriend while the boyfriend had to walk away for 5 minutes and just say, how you doing? And just kind of make it look nonchalant, like, oh, he's just passing through.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it be
kind of like at a hot dog stand or something.
A hot dog stand, a picnic, whatever they're doing to get together and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And he would flash some kind of income. Or explain something like, that, oh, man, so I got... And he'd like... A lot of ones, you'll see like a lot of amateurs, what they'll do is they'll walk up to a girl and be like, hey, how you doing? And then they'll have a fake fan. Oh, my God, it's Marcelis. Marcelis, you have like 5 million followers on Instagram. Can I get your photo? And then you would be like talking to a girl, like pretending to try to get a number. And the goal was, first the girl would be like, no, I'm not interested in you. I don't care who you are. You're a stand-up comedian, whatever. And the fans would make it seem like, whoa, he's got some money. Like, oh, he's famous. Oh, he's got a big, So then the girl, after the fans leave, are like, oh my gosh, that's great. So that's overkill. This guy goes into detail. He'll actually like walk up and explain, oh, I produce stuff, and he'll just explain it, and she'll be like, yeah, whatever, okay, cool. And then so like he'll leave, and there'll be like some billboard right next to her, and she'll look over it, and it'll be him like on the bill. Oh, and like he'll put time into his video blogs. YouTube stopped paying him because it was just like, I guess people were like complaining, but he would put an emoji over the victim's face. Oh. You can't sue him. Right. You have no idea. The first name only would be exploited, not the last name. So like, the identity thing, I don't know. YouTube's very picky. So now he has to play it really safe on what he says, how he does it.
I wonder who's regulating that, though, because... I
think it's robots.
It's supposed to be really... I don't know why they're tightening down and cracking down so much, like when it's supposed to be for everything, you know what I mean, in a sense.
A lot of gamers were affected. Gamers love... PewDiePie played games, right? Video games? PewDiePie? He's one of the most wealthiest YouTubers in the world.
And they got rid of him?
PewDiePie. P-E-W...
Pewdie, like pewter, like the color?
Yeah, but Pewdie. Like,
T-I-E.
He had a weird name, but he made millions of dollars. Like, legit, like, paid. Bought stuff. It's just like, it's kind of... stuff. He bought a house and stuff with that money he made from YouTube. Like,
that's awesome.
Insane.
So is like YouTube not paying people now?
It's just a very careful, slippery slope.
Now they're choosing a different audience to pay.
Yeah.
So they're selecting a different audience in which they would like more followers.
What they push for is education, and I don't mean like in the classroom. They're more like PSAs put in depth. So take a PSA on reading books and have the host dress nice, clean shaven, nice hair, and he explains.
I like doing things like that.
Yeah, and like,
that
hey,
would be fun.
Read a book. You know, and it's really good for you. Or like have some kids on the side reading. And then have a statistical with facts.
Things that are like motivational, or things that are inspirational, or things that are educational, things that
positive entertainment is what YouTube really is aiming for kids, I think. But then they have a YouTube Kids channel, so why don't they just go to YouTube Kids?
Yeah, why don't they just leave that to the YouTube Kids channel? Don't mess with the adult stuff, man.
Man.
Come on now.
So like, I also watch skateboarding videos. There's a lot of skaters that are YouTubers. Braille Skateboarding is one of them. Johnny Geiger of Revive Skateboards, who's kind of tied in with Braille skateboarding.
Yeah, you're mentioning it.
He has to talk. He literally explained when this thing was hitting the fan. He's like, "Hey guys, I need to explain some trick stuff to you, and I have to spend a couple minutes doing it, and then we'll get right into the video." So he would sit there, nonchalantly, and he'd be like, "Hey, so there's a lot of tricks in the banana and the cheese, and then the flip and the flap and the flip in 1980." And he would use some facts, some history.
Oh, he had to preface it with that before he started the video.
No, he had to warn the audience, like, "Hey, YouTube's changing, so I need to talk longer." He literally said that I have to talk longer. And like some YouTubers that were like prankers, they would at the end he'd be like, "Hey, please monetize this clean video, this nice family friendly video," and they would say that, and he would get views, but it wasn't like up in the millions like it used to be.
Right.
He'd be like 400,000 views versus 1.5
He really should
million.
utilize it then and just be like, yeah, so that was what we doing. Our next ones are gonna be this, and I'm looking forward to doing. You know what I mean? Like setting them up for the next video.
Yeah, set them up.
Like, let me tell you, this next one is.
Next one, we're gonna pour water on the ground.
And watch them slipping.
No, that's the thing though. They would set like Twins TV would set up a bicycle and put a rope on the back spoke, not on the spoke,
like
but and they would try to steal it, and then they would run after.
Oh man, I watched those. Those are hilarious. They'd be like, boom! Oh.
They would fall down so hard.
Some people get so messed up just over the whip. Oh, that's so funny.
It's just a prank because then they come back over them and like, "Oh, you trying to steal our bike?"
We should do that in Stockton.
And they run away. Like, no.
they'd be limping away like, oh man, I feel dumb. Where's that crack?
I got crack.
I need that crack. It's hilarious. But then YouTube stopped it. They're like, no, it's not cool. And they'd take U-Haul trucks and put fake stuff in the back, leave the door open, and then have cameras set up, and people like street people, I'll just call it street people, would go in the back of the U-Haul truck, like, oh hell yeah, man, I'm gonna get my son. Nothing in the bags. It'll say jewelry, TVs, money on the cardboard, and they'd be like, oh yeah. And then right when they're looking, they'll walk up behind the U-Haul and close it. They'll have cameras inside the U-Haul truck,
that's hecka funny.
and they'll have like a soap or greasy stuff on the ground, so they're slipping around, and they're driving a U-Haul truck on hills, and they're filming it. It's hilarious. What do you deserve to get punished for trying to steal fake stuff?
That is funny.
Yeah.
So get what you get.
But
that's hilarious. So you can try to find some old videos on YouTube, but it's just like, dude, it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's hilarious.
I'll laugh at that because I think
someone along the line had to complain. That's all it comes down to.
That's all it is. It's like, oh, you're allowing people to get hurt on public, and you're encouraging people to get hurt. No, we're not encouraging people to get hurt. We're just watching people who are
dumb.
Yeah, who just go out and
make bad decisions.
Yeah, get the people who would otherwise be dumb enough to make a decision like that. And for entertainment purposes, why not? I don't know. It's
a lot of guys even make money on social experiments, like seeing if homeless people would help non-homeless people.
I like the social experiment videos. Those ones I really enjoy a lot.
They hit you because you're like,
entertaining.
But there's some that are completely
because they're so
fake.
random. You just sometimes don't even. I don't even expect what I would expect what I see. Yeah. So I remember one time watching one where this guy, he was just like, oh man, I really.
Don't tell me his name was like Joe Hall.
I don't know what his name was, but I just remember that he talked to a homeless person saying he needed something to eat. He was starving. He didn't know what to do. Anyways, the homeless guy went and sold his bike.
See, that's fake. That was a fake one. Joe Hall. I watched it already. It's all acting.
That was a fake one?
He sets up everyone.
Oh, man.
He preps everyone.
And he'll drive to go buy food for the people in the park and stuff with your own money.
Yeah, it's so
How do you know that's fake?
Then he gives him $500.
Because he'll be like 3 hours later. Yeah. The one way to tell if you know anything about photography or even videography.
Well, you kind of know they already set up the cameras everywhere.
No, the cameras are one thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And that looks so close to the victim, I'll just say the subject, because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so close to the subject, like the subject could see the camera, like, what the okay, so. But the point is, the sun never moves. Like, hey man, I ran out of gas and I got no AC. It's really hot out, and he'll be on like a sunny street, and the phone or the camera or whatever will be like 20 feet behind.
I haven't seen that
on
one.
the side of the car, and the guy will be walking by on a street in the middle of nowhere, and homeless, and he'll be like, hey man, can you help me out? Oh sure. And he walks away, and it'll say like 30 minutes later, walks back with a gas can, and the sun hasn't moved. And then the dialogue is so bad, like, oh man, thank you so much for helping me. I don't know what I would do without that. And the guy's like, well, yeah, I just sold everything I own for this gas can. Dude, no homeless guy's going to go out of his way to get gas and buy a $12 gas can for you and then eat cheese.
And eat cheese.
It's not happening. It's fake. Just watch the videos and you'll agree. You're like, oh man, this is terrible. But I like the ones that are legit. There's like a couple guys called Duo HK, two twins. And they're, I think they're of Indian accent, whatever.
Indian descent?
Descent, thank you. They're super cool guys, and their intro is really cool. And they'll do like legit, like one guy did a 24-hour homeless, and he's like, dude, this sucks. He didn't eat anything, didn't buy anything.
Anthony Silva did that.
Yeah, and it's hard. He
did it for 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
He camped out with them for a weekend or a few days.
Imagine not having that kind of like help. Oh my gosh. Like, dude. Homeless. I said that to my friend. Imagine trying to do that for one whole day or a week.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's one thing.
That's legit.
I have mad respect for him for doing things.
Yes,
like that.
I was. My bad. I was.
You got excited there.
He got a new phone. Remember?
I was trying to get my.
What? Yeah.
Because he was mentioning it. Remember?
You dropped it in the water.
So the new one.
That's the new one.
Yeah, this is.
That's not the one you had yesterday.
This is the new one I had yesterday.
That's
it just looked like he was trying to get things up going.
So you finally got your Facebook logged in? You happy now?
No, I had Snapchat. I gotta make a hair appointment with my barber.
That sounds so rich.
I'm happy
I need
though.
to set up my butler with a new girlfriend.
Gonna do that right now.
Well, you know, MF comment. It's nothing major.
I said
something
to myself,
soft.
if I won like
Just
the
something
lottery,
soft.
and I'm talking like, yeah, H and then K. If I won the lottery, dude, I'm talking like 100 mil. Like that's after taxes. Like, all right, I get 100 million to last me the rest of my life. I would do something. First off, this place would get 1 million of it. Boom. This place would just blow up. Like, oh man, that's great, and everyone's getting paid, and that would weed out all the weaklings. Like, all you that are here just to use the computer, here's 10 grand. Go away. Like, leave. Like, here's a paper. You're not allowed back in here.
The free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, get out of here. Bye. And if you're here just to get like attention, here's 10 grand. Go away. Go find a real job. Anyways, but those that are actually committed, yeah, obviously. And then everyone would get some income. You get hourly pay. You clock in. You come on time, 15 minutes, training. There'd be professional like radio people here training people, and there would be a TV studio.
So we need volunteers, guys.
No, we need sponsors.
We need volunteers.
We need
as
500 sponsors.
KXVS is looking for volunteers in the following areas. Like,
oh, there's a list?
Yeah, they really do. Help wanted.
Where? Oh, KXVS. It's in the newspaper.
And connections. Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, dude. Let's get on it. We should post in the, what's it called? The record?
Yes, and we can also
Classified.
talk to people.
Oh, what? You know what? I was driving home yesterday from this place, and I thought to myself, I need to go to the guy or gal who's in charge of sponsors. And be like, give me a script, give me the paperwork, and give me a list of people you want me to go to. And I'll go do it. Every single company in Stockton. I will walk up and get on my knees and be like, come on.
Do that every day after a show.
Dude, legit. And then we go skate.
Yeah.
I'm going to read horoscopes.
I haven't skated in a while. I
was skating on Sunday. I'm terrible.
We need to.
Yeah.
I did.
I go with my friend. I go with my friend. He roller skate, or he takes his skateboard, but I roller skate. So I take my roller skates.
Roller skating.
Yeah.
You got like a roller skate or roller blades?
Roller skates, because I do not like the inline skates.
I keep thinking of like those. What are they called? It's Sonic.
They're old. Yes, it's
the
like
Sonic
that.
people, dude.
Yeah, they're and like
or A&W.
The roller derby girls like were.
Oh,
those,
dude, we should go watch some roller derby.
Yeah.
I think we should get a sponsor from roller derby.
That would be awesome.
Or the Heat, or whatever the people are that play hockey over here. Stockton Heat.
Or indoor, football.
Something, dude.
That would be fun.
The
ports.
You know, it's the good thing about Stockton. I don't think you need to have Stockton sponsors. You can get people from out the city. But as long as it's representing this place, right?
Yeah, like an extension of.
Yeah, let's go to Canada.
Let's go to Seattle. We have a lot of people that work out of Seattle, and that are
Seattle
and are connected with Stockton.
That could be a rap word.
I always
you
wanted
should
to
use
visit
that.
Seattle. Seattle is looks like a nice city, very cloudy.
Dude,
but
that's a spinoff. You know how you can like Eminem was talking about making a word that rhymes with orange. There is nothing technically, but he's like door hinge, and he was like twisting it, and I'm like Seattle. That could be used. You can use the addle part to rap with cattle battle. Rattle.
Yes.
You know, that's what Eminem does, though. If you look at what he does, his work, he has lists of words that rhyme with words.
Yeah.
And a lot of his rap songs, you'll notice.
a lot of writers who write rhymes do things
I did that
like
once. I used the word...
just because sometimes you just kind of go off on a tangent, and like sometimes your mind just does that, and you don't really want to, like, for me, example, like I have lists of those kinds of things, because some days, like, I don't really want to write like anything per se, but I just want to write and I want to write words. So I'll just do a whole rhyming list,
dude.
Like, and then I just have them. I don't know.
This is what we call this segment Ryan's Randoms. We just random. Let's talk about whatever.
Random rants and raves and
this
rhymes.
Raves. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with your thing, dude.
Ryan's random rant.
The Ryan's random rants and rhymes and raves. Okay, so we got Leo. I'm going to start. Oh, nope, Scorpio, because it's Scorpio season, so I'm only going to do this out of all fairness for Scorpios. You need to figure out a way to drop some of your prized attachments before they make your life even more unnecessarily complicated. Though it might feel impossible not to cling tightly onto something or someone, wouldn't your life be much easier if you could just loosen your grip a bit more? You should end up with more energy and for the things that really matter.
It sounds very nice. Therapeutic.
Mm-hmm. So just loosen up, Scorpios. Okay, Leos. Eating a donut is a supremely delicious indulgence. Yes, it is, which I did the other day. And I'll have to tell you about this one. Eating a dozen donuts is a cry for help. Remind yourself of that if you find yourself reaching for junky snacks all day long. Yes, I have been. Yesterday, completely. Or actually, it was the day before. The day before. So, no matter how much you may care for an original glaze, they're really not worth risking your health over, right? Now is a great time for you to start taking better care of yourself. Yeah. Okay. So something about health. That's kind of cool.
I like it.
Okay, Aquarius, stop punishing yourself for mental sins and try to leave the past where it belongs, far behind you. Learn to absorb. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Learn to absorb the right lessons from past mistakes, but don't pile on the guilt for anything you did out of ignorance or naivete. If you had never made any mistakes, you never have learned a thing. And if you never learn, you never grow. Who wants to live like that?
Everyone wants to live like that. And I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. Sometimes I feel bad about things I do, and I let it burn me, though, because I'm like, dang. You know, everything you put out into this world, you're gonna get.
It'll come back at you.
Yeah, so I'm like,
it sucks.
Like
you said, karma.
Like, when is this coming back? I kind of need this now. I can't.
Yeah, can you just like take it now?
Like
I'm
the
sorry.
Frisco trip.
I'm sorry.
Like the Frisco trip. You're like, this is my due.
Yeah, that's
you were thinking you were done. You're gonna go to your brother's house?
Yeah, I didn't think
I'm gonna walk to my brother's house.
Never for a second did I think that car was gonna stay there, or that any of that stuff was.
So you were just gonna be like,
I was cooling. I was like,
it's how it goes. You roll with the dice, right?
I was like, I probably deserve it.
Yeah, see, I do the same thing when I get things like this.
Yeah, go ahead and take that one off. I'm good.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, fresh slate. I need to be better.
Okay, Cancer. Good times are on the way, and your good energy is totally ready for fun. Whether you choose to go out as part of a crowd, a pair, or all by yourself, you can tell that a marvelous time will be had by all. Your company and agenda for the day and night are all up to you, though. Check in with your subconscious and decide who's in, who's out, and what you're all up to. How many you got?
How many do I have friends?
How many you got in your head?
Just the one.
It says check in with your subconscious and decide who's in, who's out, and what you're all up to.
Oh, that's weird.
And no,
subconsciously speaking.
Yeah, but no, all your friends maybe.
I think it's personalities.
Who you might go in, who you might choose.
Do you feel like you have different personalities?
Yeah. No, I was just joking.
I think everyone has a different.
I was thinking of the me, myself, and I, but really, it is like, okay, who do you want to take? Who do you want to hang out with? Who do you don't want to hang out with? Who you're going out with? Who you're not?
Yeah.
And are you going to last on the Ave tonight?
I'll try. Yeah, for sure. My car will be borrowed by my best friend. So
try, you don't try, you do or you don't.
You do or you don't. We
that.
learned
No try.
I'll keep you posted.
The
do or you
words
don't.
are very powerful.
There is no try.
Sing songs.
You gotta say right now, I am going to laughs on the Ave.
The words of
you gotta put that into the.
I can do it. I will sleep good today. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking probably, but she's very weird.
Who's very weird?
My best friend. She's like, I want to spend time with you. And I'm like, I want to spend time with my skateboard. So it's like a married
Your best
life.
friend sounds like a little bit more of a best friend.
Oh, trust me.
I want to spend time with you.
I'm like, dude, okay, let me ask you guys a question. This has got to be.
Friend, that's pretty.
Is spending time with someone watching TV or a movie? Yes or no?
You're spending time with them if you're with them.
Ha! She says once the movie's over, I'm a complete dick. I'm like, yeah, go home. Bye. Like, I am done. Like, we just watched 4 hours of cartoons. Like, I'm not a dick about it, though. I'm not...
Cartoon, okay.
Well, like the Iron Giant is a cartoon to me.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a movie. That's
a movie cartoon.
Animated movie.
Animation. What is she likes family or she likes horror? But all the horror movies are really bad.
They are,
yeah.
Unless... Well, most of them, yeah.
They're all bad. Like, dude, make something that's worth it.
They're slow, huh?
Yeah. It's like... I watched some of the new Jigsaw movie, which is pretty dope.
Is that kind of like Saw?
It is. It's Saw. It's 10 years later, though. It's tight.
Jigsaw.
I think they just had to change the name a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The movie ends, and I'm like, well, I'm tired. It's like 3 a.m. You need to bounce. Thanks. Bye. And she's like, I'm not leaving. I was like, all right, dude.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed. Have a good night. You can sleep. Do you need a blanket? I'd be like, I left her. I'll leave her on the couch. I'll leave you on the couch. But if I really want to kick you out, I'd be like, no, you got to leave. Sorry.
I do every possible route, and she won't go.
I think she wants to be with you.
You just got to be like, no, you got to go now.
You want to be with her?
I literally act like I'm about to die, and I'm actually really tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's not convincing enough that you need to go home, respect someone. Like,
And that's your best friend?
That's your best friend?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's like,
It's a
yeah,
challenge,
that's the
dude.
bestie.
Anyways, I don't know. I think I just need to man up and like, hey, gotta go. But then she just gets really crazy. It's like, all right, well,
She gets
nothing
crazy?
What do you mean she gets crazy?
Well, yeah,
She'll just,
explain
she's
to
not,
us,
no, she's
Ryan.
not crazy.
This
Like,
woman sounds like she's running you.
no,
Yeah,
she's just
Ryan,
kind
it
of like,
sounds like you're being ran a little bit.
nah, it's kind of like,
She's like, hey, close that door.
she
I'm saying it.
isn't, no,
I'm saying it, lock the door.
Not like that, not like that. She's kind of like, she feels
Get
like
in bed.
she deserves to have more attention after a movie or going skating or going to the theater or going to eat. She
just
thinks,
wants it all about her. And
I
she's not
don't
trying to
get that.
do
I
what you
don't-
want to do.
I just kind of want to go skate.
It's
or-
kind of a one-way.
If I want to eat a
street.
burrito with you,
You
we're
should
gonna
tell her, bring your laptop. You can sit at the skate park while I skate, and you can watch your movies while I skate. And we'll hang out and do what I'm doing and doing what you're
So
doing.
I need to
We're
compromise
doing
with
it
her,
together,
but-
and we're having a great time.
Yeah, like 50-50 that
She
thing. 'cause
can
it's
literally
really-
watch TV in the freaking park. That's
She has,
all
I'm her
normal.
only friend. That's what I'm trying to get at, guys.
You
Like,
said what?
I'm her only friend. She's very family oriented, and then she has one friend. She doesn't have trust in a lot of people, so I get it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's like,
but you can't be her salvation though either.
dude,
You know what I'm saying? Like
I understand.
like,
I do
we
the
can
same
help
thing. I have
people.
friends like that
They just
you
want
know.
all of you, you know. But they have to understand, like, yes, they have a friend in you, but they can't control you.
Right.
And that's probably why they're lonely, because they do that. They
They
run
have
off
that-
all their
they have-
friends or
they have that
something.
Don't go
controlling.
there. I don't know. Is she
Sometimes
lonely?
They end
I
up,
think so. I don't
sometimes they end up
really
making
ask
it,
about
they
her
make their world
personal
that
life
way,
outside
you
of
know?
family and work, but
So-
I don't know, man. I
Kudos
think
to
she just,
you,
I
though,
think she just
for
needs- she's
giving her
young.
that
She needs to
time.
like learn. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel bad for her. 'cause she's
What if you
like,
get a girlfriend?
So
what
is
would she
it-
do?
Are you, is
I
it a
hope to
pity
God
friendship?
she'll leave me alone.
Is it a pity friendship?
I don't know. No, I'm not pitying her. I just think that I'm helping her.
I'm just wondering because.
Why would he even say that on
Because-
radio? She's listening right
Nah.
now. Like,
Well, even if she was, I mean,
Right.
it's an honest question, because if she seems to be stressing you out, like, are you, and you're not setting your boundary with her, so is it like you're just allowing her?
Honestly, we haven't known each other long enough to be actually considered best friends, but she labeled me that. We've known each other 6 months.
Okay.
So we're still developing a good friendship, trust,
You're
communication.
developing, knowing each other, like.
Yeah,
just-
so it just
I have
takes time.
best friends in like a couple months. That people, I could develop those friendships quick.
Yeah, I can't.
Not best, but like
You have to
definitely
have things
something.
in common for sure.
A
to-
close friendship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
close
close
friendship.
friendship, yeah.
It's
Because
that temporary luxury.
I don't. Besides family, I really don't have a lot of best friends per se. I have a lot of friends, so therefore, if I meet somebody who, if we'd probably be having to work together, honestly, and
Yeah.
then build a great relationship and we're making a lot of money together, and then we become best friends. Like, oh snap!
I think it's all about clicking,
Yeah.
have things in common.
So
if we're around
I'll-
each other a lot, because I'm not around a lot of people besides family, like I said.
Right.
So
That's cool.
if I see you often, you're just like, oh, this is my guy.
And I have to say, like, with the three of us having military experience, it makes it a little bit easier, because you're just like kind of up and go, and you just end up like plopping down wherever you are, and you just get comfortable with the people around you, and you are able to just make friends a lot more easily than some people who aren't necessarily wants to move around, get.
Her hobbies
Some
are limited. She likes to go traveling, which is cool.
Well, that's traveling, so she does like to meet people.
No, she just likes to drive by
She
herself
just likes to travel. She likes to drive.
and see things. Yeah,
Scenic drives.
Yeah, scenic drives. I'm like,
Okay, so that's a solo event
I've tried-
unless you're
yeah.
taking people.
I've tried to tell her, let's do that, but just bring me to a skate park.
There, yeah, she could totally
So
do
she's
that.
like thinking about it, and I'm like trying to mold
Let
that.
me help encourage her. If you're listening, you should tell her to watch. No. I'm encouraging you to do that with your friend here, Ryan.
Yeah.
So what's her name?
I can't say that.
Okay,
But
friend.
her nickname is Danielle.
Okay, that
Her
works.
her fake name. She wants a fake name.
She wants a fake name.
Danielle, if you're viewing this, can you call in at 209-944-5987? Thank you. That is 209-944-5987.
Compromise is good. It's a win-win situation. You get to drive. He gets to go skate. You get to watch TV while he's skating. You're hanging out together.
Yeah.
And you guys are making a day of driving, movies, and skateboarding all in the same
It's
respect.
gotta be there, man. 50 that way up. 50,
Why don't you guys just like turn off the TV and like
sit there and talk? Boring. I have ADD,
kiss
man.
each other or something.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Hug each other or something like
no.
Have
She's
fun.
No, dude. Not my
Have some
type. She's not my
fun.
type for one.
Yeah.
She's not my type.
You don't go doing that with everybody.
But one thing is,
I mean,
for sure,
she's
like,
in there watching out movies. They're
But he's
in
just
essence
hanging out
next
with her.
next
That's
they
not-
they next
that's not his
y'all
intention.
Netflix and chill, don't you?
But that's not his intention.
Well, we watched the Iron Giant on
You
Netflix.
Netflix and chill.
We don't chill. The chill
No,
part.
you Netflix and chill.
We sit there and watch
but
a movie.
you do the actual Netflix and chilling besides the
Yeah.
No.
quote unquote Netflix and chill.
To be honest, she is repulsive to me, dude.
No, but you hang
Oh
out with
my
her,
goodness.
chilling out with her. So you may not like get close to her.
Repulsive.
She's my buddy. She's my buddy. It's
Yeah,
a friend.
So you hang
If
out.
she could be a dude, it'd be way better. I'm like,
Yeah,
cool. You
you're
want to
just
complain
hanging
about it?
out.
Bye. I'll punch you in the face.
The
You know,
Netflix
like,
and chill, but you're not chilling like that.
oh, we're hanging out. Yeah, chill.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yes.
I thought you meant like the term. That's a term now. It's been
It
turned.
is,
into
but
something.
I'm saying you guys do the actual Netflix and chill.
So I just wanted to shout out a
Yeah, she
few
legit, yeah.
musicians.
Oh, musicians.
Because the few rap artists that we have locally, I want to shout them out because I talked to them about their music and having their music uploaded and in rotation. So Coolest Peabody, I want to shout you out, say thank you so much for giving consent to having some of your music uploaded. And he's looking to send some new music, which I'm super excited about because he's one of... I want to say Stockton's legendary people. He's been here for a long time, doing music for a long time, out of Stockton, just repping Stockton. Yeah, you know, he's just gone. He's worked with a lot of different artists, and I love his style. I love his flow. You know, he's original. He makes beats. You know, he lays down the lyrics. He produces. He has a label, but he has. I like his music. He has good music that's out, and it's fun. Some, you know, some gangster, some not. It's hip hop, you know, I like it. And then Rudy. So Rudy also. So Rodolfo, Goodface. Basically, he's got some music in, and he just sent another one to Rise&Shine 209 at gmail.com, and it's called Grind. So I'm looking forward to having that up. I just have a little bit of editing to do on that.
Is it skateboarding related?
No, but the grind for skateboarding. And actually, shout out to Sambo for letting us upload a skate park skankin', and that's about skateboarding, and that's with Sam Raw. Yep, and that's pretty dope. So I can't wait to get that one up and going. So
It's a song?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We've had permission to go ahead.
It's a skateboarding song.
It's a skateboard song. As a matter of fact, I'll play it for you. And so basically, like, Sambo from Sambo's Music Factory has permitted some more music. Sam Raw has a new song coming out, so he's gonna be sending that through shortly. That's in editing right now. We have Whizzle Will, who has also you know, said yes to uploading songs from his albums, which are pretty dope. So been in touch with a few people, Looney Loon as well. So thank you, Loon. He's going to be sending new music as well. So a lot of artists are still doing their thing. We had Bucktown Boozy on the show on, was it Tuesday? And so got music coming from him as well. We'll be uploading that as soon as we get it all done here. So I'm excited.
That's cool.
Taking some time to get these things uploaded.
Related song.
Yeah, as a matter of
It's like
Very
Kick Push by
cool.
Lupe Fiasco.
Oh yeah.
That-
Like,
Remember that song?
And push.
so okay, so Skate Park Skankin' featuring
And Coast.
Play-Doh.
Yeah,
That's
and
the way
Coast.
to go, and just
Featuring Play-Doh
It's a good
and
song.
Frobert.
It makes me wonder if Lupe Fiasco skateboarded.
Sambo's Music Factory.
Other way. There you go.
Let's go. We skanking at the skate park, Tony Hawk board, PC
That's
fitted,
Sambo.
and I'm sharper than a sword. Dropping on a QP, higher than the Lord. Grinding on a half pipe, shredded till I'm floored. All the ladies love me for the points that I scored. Kick, flip, six, mick, twist, and I'm skanking. I reach to the vibe, I'm Marley, shot my ranking. My talent's on fire, the ladies desire. Too much skills make them bums retire. I'm a legend in the park, like I'm DJ Kool Herc. When the music
Out of
hits, they
Stockton.
devils make the female
Cool.
bodies jerk. Twerk to
Oh,
the
yeah.
rhythm. My soul is what I'm
Bouncy.
giving. Hell Selassie I for the vibe
You gonna
that I'm giving. The vibe on the island, keep me freestyling. Make the boom bop bounce, got them smiling and wildin' while we skanking on the one, bustin' on the drum. Positive the vibe, everybody have fun. Jump up from your fist, ladies do a twist. Roll a little split and pull it to your lips while we we skanking at the park, skanking in the street, we skanking at the club, and we skanking at the beach. I said we skanking at the park, we skanking in the street, we skanking in the club, and we skanking in the beach. When you hear that factory fire, everybody move your feet.
We skate park skanking, girlies top ranking, fire burn up the herb, you know we partaking, grinding up the rails and we grinding up the dankin'. Factory fire bringing reggae vibration. We skate park skanking, girlies top ranking, fire burn up the herb, you know we partaking, grinding up the rails and we grinding up the dankin'. Factory fire bringing reggae vibration.
Dropping off dames and dank at the skate park. This right here ain't for the faint heart. I grab my brush with no rush and paint art, and I'm already gone before you lame start. I already ran finish in my sleep. I do this shit every fucking week. The type of language that I like to speak has mommies dancing up.
Yeah, mark that down.
Never clashing and cashing and having good times. Best believe, yeah, I'm full of them rhymes that would tease you and please you in several ways. And my eyes have been glazed through the purple haze. Some trees that I grew in the backyard. Get together, no need to act hard. Clever the weather, don't get it misunderstood.
46, I would say that was about 46 and 30 seconds. Mark it where?
Factory fire bringing reggae vibration. We skate park skanking, girlies top ranking, fire burn up the herb, you know we partaking, grinding up the rails and we grinding up the dankin'. Factory fire bringing reggae vibration. Back in the day, rolled up out with indie trucks, shredding up the park like my name was Ruck, wearing out some hoes in my old school chucks. Don't give a damn cause my wheels got stuck. Then out came the vans and the old school troops. Traded on that end for some snowboard boots. Shredding up the powder like a cocaine dream. I don't sip the coke past the purple and green. Got an inch and a half tube, about to make it steam. Drop it in the back so my shit tastes clean. Watching X Games with my 4-foot bone. Catching fat barrels on a board that's long. If the shit is wrong,
47, 54.
Okay. So there's some editing that has to be done to that. I'm glad we listened to it. So we'll be editing that 3 times over.
Nice.
42:30.
It was like 47:50.
47:50. 42:30. 47:50. Sorry guys, that was my bad.
It's okay. You were excited.
I know. I wanted to share the artwork and the music from
man.
our local artists. So thanks, Sam Raw. That was Ant and Sambo, Sam, and Ant. So, yeah, I don't mind going to break. What you guys think?
I got a call. Work.
Okay.
Yeah, let's break real quick. Hold on. Let me just put some music.
We're at 46:30. It was 47.
This break is brought to you by Laughs on the Ave. No. We want local music, and I like RP9.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die.
Skytrax production.
No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 wild out.
RIP to all my loved ones that we loved and lost. Even the ones behind the cell, freedom was the cost. Run hustling on the block to get on those packs off. Bills past due, PG&E will cut your lights off. Eviction notice number 2, feel like you down and out. Gambling with your life every day until you trapping out. Your kids crying and hungry, no clothes on their back now. Cause daddy couldn't keep a job and hold the house down. You hit the streets, confrontation, and get gunned down. Over some kilos of that raw in a couple pounds. Word around town got around his homeboy snitching now. Cause they after the same thing, money, pension, wow. So only time will tell, white people from earth existence. Can't stand to see you up, boogie down, crashed in the barrel. My city dangerous, gun smoke from the smoking barrel. Wet up your peril, survival of the fittest, recording life in the ghetto.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 wild out.
So watch out who you hang with, misery loves company. That's why you'll always see me riding unaccompanied. Hustling, pushing this music to keep me out the streets. My mama told me if you don't grind it, you don't eat. My nigga Bobby died, I tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Stockton only built for the strong, it's not made for the weak. Murdered in cold blood, always told me never pull a pistol if you ain't gonna use it. Go against his word, find no breath in the fatal shooting. Keep your friends close, but enemies closer. Blood is thicker than water, be careful who you call family. Can't trust me to put you on ice. Bodies hanging like slaughtered cattle up in the freezer. Took a couple years off, needed a little breather. Georgia cold winter, better bring a heater. Cause nowadays money tighter than white beaters. Because the government robbing Paul just to pay Peter. Shots fired like 100 meters.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 while I. Mama bury me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I.
Throughout my career, this be the realest shit I ever wrote. Spit from the heart, this be the illest shit I ever spoke. We all have challenges in life, music my antidote. Come and walk in my shoes, but only God knows. Escape from reality while people highly doubted me. Cause I just do it just out of love unconditionally. Dropping new albums, no product, they go support the G. Just let it go, if it come back, then it's meant to be. Follow your passion, just know nothing in this world for free. Go out and chase your dreams, get off your ass and work for it, get up and build your team. Be for me, there ain't no ifs, buts, or in-betweens. Positive vibes, humble, loyal living, just like a king. So when I die, bury me a G. Gotta find your balance, no triple B. 100 days, 100 nights, listen close, you hear the sirens and screams. Go get this money by all means.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 while I. Mama bury me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I.
I'm telling the truth.
Woo! Appreciate it.
You are going to the show.
Hey, I ain't gonna let you down. I'm gonna look out for you when I come to the top.
To all my people, every city, every block. Just because my record is hot, don't you think I forgot? Whole city on my back and it's a lot. But that's why me and Quest drop real hip, real hot. This music, man, is all that I got. Do it 24 non-stop, G, born to rock. The rock, that's my name, heavy in this game. But it ain't about the money or fame. Music in my veins, it's getting tired of the same old same. Everybody making it rain. Came, spell champagne. Radio, giving me migraines. The game needed some help, but if you want something done right, gotta do it yourself. Don't stop, ain't gon' stop. We taking this one all the way to the top. Everybody, come on.
Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. 24/7 around the clock. We taking this one to the top.
Here we go now. Groove me out though. Conquest, my homie, smooth me out though. While I hit these fools with the rules, that weak shit ain't cool. I'm about done with these dudes doing too much. We'll rap for jewels, tattoos, and such. Kids playing games with colorful names. Scarecrow keep looking, might find the brain. They kept waiting for me, and I finally came. Cause Tribal Quest got behind the thing. Run, tell them I said it hard. Warrior, raider, and athletic. Start something and you will regret it hard. Already know where it's headed. Elevators, don't stop, ain't gon' stop. We taking this one all the way to the top. So everybody come on.
Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. Taking this one to the top,
players, let me know you out there. But they don't even understand. They won't, they do what they can. Conquest the man, so cool, boy, cooler than a fan. Got your boy in the man. Worldwide, China, Japan. And that was all just part of the plan. Now once again, see me setting them brand new trends. 3 in the morning, all the time I spend. Truth in the booth is pad and pen. Contacts like I'm lens, never cease pretend. See us getting it. Top flow, kicking it. Don't stop, ain't gon' stop. We taking this one all the way to the top. Now everybody, come on.
Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. Taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. 24/7 around the clock. We taking this one to the top, and we taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. We taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. We taking this one to the top, and we ain't gon' stop. 24/7 around the clock. We taking this one to the top.
Hey.
You're listening to
KXVS.
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 The voice of Stockton.
Hot damn. See you licking frozen from your own hands. Want another taste? I'm begging, yes.
All right, everybody. I just want to say that's shout out here on the Rise and Shine 209 KXVS morning show. That song you just heard was To the Top by Rock G, a local artist here as well. So like I said, we have new music coming in. We got to make sure that it's all screened. So that was an unedited version. My apologies again. And that will not be in rotation without edits. So you guys will hear all the music that you hear, but edited, of course. It's about 9:20, and we're going to hit that weather and traffic in just a second.
In the meantime, I would like to discuss some projects. I'm
Yeah.
doing a bunch of projects, which are like, why are you looking at me weird? You are like staring off.
What's called? You know what? You know who else tells me that? She does all the time.
Man,
She's like, what? Like, because my face sometimes it's resting. I call it resting B face.
Yeah, it's not really B. It's like kind of like adorable.
Or no. Some of my faces are resting like. Confused face, resting like B face, resting like just different faces, and I don't realize when I'm looking at people that have them on, and they just do exactly what you did. Especially she does this all. She's like, "What? What did I say?" And I was like, "Oh,
it
my
wasn't
bad."
A B face. It was just like a, I don't know. It was kind of cute. You're like,
oh my gosh,
like a teddy bear that's just stuck there.
I can't help it, Ryan.
Yeah. Whatever. You're a good-looking guy. You.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so I've been working on a lot of projects, dude. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, it's 61 degrees right now. Later on, it'll be a whopping 65. It goes high of 66, low of 50. Enjoy the weather, guys. It's really nice. Winter's coming.
Should I real quick hit up this traffic real quick for it's packed on every intersection in Stockton, basically. No, literally, there's so much traffic in Stockton today. I don't even have to read this. Literally, every street you hit in the intersection is going to be packed. There's a lot of stop and go, and there's a lot of stop.
A lot of construction in the area.
On the highways, fortunately, besides
the Crosstown 4 is probably going to be
Crosstown 4 is a little stop and go. Other than that, on the highways, everything's looking good. Obviously, until you hit the Elk Grove, and yeah, everything's looking good. The 88 on Waterloo's a little stop and go over there by Alpine Road. But other than that, everything's looking pretty bad in town. But on the highway, everything's looking good, clear. Hope you guys make it to work on time. And that was traffic. Back to you,
so the
Ryan.
hype was a zombie thing. For a long time, a lot of people talk about zombie movies, zombie video games, zombies.
Yeah.
So I thought of this really cool video game to make, right? And it's kind of, a lot of zombie games aren't first-person shooters, like Call of Duty. They're like a third person. You look to see over the Resident Evil character, and you're like, haha, great, cool. Until they came out with Resident Evil 5 and 6, which I don't care. But the point is, I wanted to make a game where instead of you being a completely healthy person and you just kill zombies for fun and blood, you are actually turning into one, and you have to save your own life.
Oh.
And I literally wrote a map, made a structure of where this thing is going to take place. I have backstories to characters, and it's all based on PlayStation 4 platforming, so you guys know X and triangle, not A and B and C and D or whatever they have. And that's a really big project, and it's just glorious, and it's like the whole point to this so called zombie virus breakout wasn't based on some fungus or some kind of T virus. It was based on a health product that the government paid for. No, I'm being serious.
I know, that's so funny.
And it was a health
twist on it.
It was a health product that was given to a guy that created a humongous nutrition center. Like take GNC, the brand.
Yeah, or
and
some like GMO type that they inject the plants with, and it's like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and like fertilize this whole field of like pumpkins or watermelons or something, and we're gonna inject something, and then that thing that was FDA approved that was supposed to be healthy and good for
this
for
is
us.
A little more insane,
and we're like paying more and extra for the healthier stuff. Well, and then it affects
exactly. There's the kicker. There's their main source of income, which was like a vitamin center, which just had general stuff for people, which people can't get hurt on. And then the government and the government basically wanted for the military to fund a project that would help. This is where it gets really like what, like high tech, what that? Faster regeneration, like Deadpool, but without the crazy speed. Like a bullet hole goes now. Instead of like, let's say you get like a shot to the hand, like say you take a bullet and shoot yourself in the hand. Instead of it taking a year to heal or 6 months, it takes 3 weeks or 2 weeks. It's just faster regeneration, less pain, quicker. It's basically for infantry. And the goal was for...
They have things like that already.
Yeah, I know.
That they do. They have things like that on
Don't
the
kill
field.
it.
The field
Don't
dressing.
kill it for me. Don't kill it for me.
Okay.
Basically, it was a thing they would inject themselves with and have it in their system, a certain CC amount, a certain amount, a liquid amount. And once it runs out, you can reload. But the point is to never overdose. And so these soldiers, I have a backstory to how it became global. And the point was these 4 guys come in, they go out to a certain site in the middle of wherever in the country, and they're in the middle of like guerrilla warfare. It's literally, they're in a war zone. And they're bunkered down, and one of the guys gets shot in the leg. And he has to, like, they carry him back. And he's got the stuff in him. It's basically for experimental use, too, to see how it works. And this one dude, you start with 200 cc's of the stuff, and it uses all 200, and it heals his leg perfectly. They get done with their mission. They go back to base. The doctors look at him and are like, cool, it worked, cool. They send another group out. And there's a sniper, another guy, and a medic.
Another team.
And one of the guys is like, hey, what if we just take more than we're supposed to? And the medic's like, nah, dude, we have to follow the...
It's always the one.
And so that one guy gets addicted. It's basically an addiction thing. He gets hooked, and he's like, this is great, man. I can't even feel it. He gets shot in the back, shot in the leg. He's limping back. He's like, watch, in 30 minutes, I won't feel nothing. And, obviously...
Because he took a lot more.
He took so much. The point is, he started taking it from others. Hey, let me have your stuff.
Oh,
and they got violent to a point where, like, he couldn't even... Like, he was crazy. And it wasn't like it
was like an adrenaline for
It wasn't
him.
like, let me eat you and get it out of you. It's like, let me have that drug because I love the feeling of not being able to feel pain.
Yeah.
And I get to, like, lose my hand and it regrows. Like, it's like the lizard effect. You cut off the... And so it basically got to a point where he would kill one of his guys just to get the stuff out of his blood. And it made him into crazy, uncontrolled. That's where it generated. And then he would go out into the middle of the other side of where he was, the borderline of where he's supposed to fight the other people, and just like scratch and gnaw. And he wasn't logically thinking at this point, but he would take out his own men, overdose on this stuff, and it would just grow from there. People would kind of, it generated some kind of like...
How long have you been thinking of that game for?
Oh, 5 years, dude.
5 years?
And I have like scripts made and storylines made.
Other people would end up with this type of addiction as well.
I guess somehow it has to carry over to another person.
Yeah, does he buy them? I
don't know. I think he wants to get it out of their blood. He wants it out of their blood.
But how do you become a zombie?
I still haven't thought about that.
Because then it has to become like an army.
I thought that was like
killing, right?
thought number 1.
Okay,
how
so
do you
that
become
was
a zombie?
No, so
that's where it is.
one story.
Yeah.
So that's one.
That's one project. It's a video game project. Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I have another.
So have you like looked at talking to Sony for that?
Well, no, because I have to have it finished first.
Yes.
Okay. In order for it to be even.
How close are you to being done with it?
No.
Okay, so you're almost done.
No.
Okay,
so at the beginning stages.
What's your
like
next
it's
project?
very.
She's so curious.
It's a good game though. I think it'll make it great.
No,
it's legit.
I am
it's
as well.
It sounds legit. So,
it's gonna be so much fun.
But okay, so you're far from that. Okay, so you got other ideas. Okay, what else?
So that's one. That's the video game.
Okay.
I have one that's a very, very good one. I pitched this to my father, and he's like, "This is a good idea." It's about a guy.
Somebody's about to steal it right now.
He did 12 years. No, it's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay.
Oh,
12 years in the
I love
Marines.
movies.
Got a little bit. He was a prisoner of war, and it was just like in I don't know 1990, like the Somalia time, 93.
Oh.
So Afghanistan happened later. So it was just whatever. He was prisoner of war somewhere. It was really bad. And so he did his 12 years, got out on disability because he hurt himself. So you get an honorable discharge with medical. I don't know how it works. Because I got honorable discharge. Medical discharge. So medical discharge. Now he works as a desk. Work as a desk in the office.
Desk clerk.
He works a job he hates, and he has one leg. And it's a metal leg, and it looks cool, but it's like, my life sucks. He has his wife left him when he was in the military. His kids don't want to talk to him because he's a little bit more sensitive. He's got post-traumatic stress disorder. He's got all these problems.
Yeah,
he's just a
that's tough.
He's a walking health issue, and it's realistic, though.
Yeah, that happens
this
to
is
so
real.
many military personnel.
Yeah.
And listening to it again just really breaks me because so many things like that happen. Like the wives leave or the husbands leave or they cheat and they don't care, and then they tell bad stories to the kids. They tell lies to the kids saying that you were abandoned. They don't want you. They're not here for you. Just a bunch of crap. And I know this because I've experienced it. And so what I'm saying on that side, it happens to a lot of military personnel, and that's like, so
Dude,
sad. And it's like,
not cool.
but you got to push hard to get through stuff like
You
that
have to
and
push
not
hard.
become sucked up by that
Negative vibe.
depressive life, that's just like, oh, bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. You know what? I'm going to fight through this.
So, the story continues.
Yes.
This gentleman
Poor gentleman.
he goes to his job every day, 5 days a week, and the only
Can
thing
I call him Bob?
Call him Bob.
Okay, let's call him Bob.
So Bob hates life. He's
Aw.
just sad, depressed, and there's only one thing he looks forward to, and he does it twice a day.
What's that?
He goes to a Chinese food restaurant.
Oh, sweet.
And he gets hot and sour soup.
Cute.
Ew.
And he loves it. He loves it, and he's really
Is
close
that
with
the chicken? Did you dip it? Oh, okay.
It has chicken
I
in
don't
it
know.
though. Chicken and
shrimp and
it can have shrimp, but no, the one I actually
It can have shrimp, but
the one I've tried is got shrimp and tofu.
Mushroom, yes.
No, chicken and tofu, not the shrimp part. Anyways, back to the story. Okay. So he get his soup, and he's really close with the family. It's a family-owned Chinese food restaurant, one of a kind, And he goes in there twice a day, once in lunch, and then once for his dinner right after work. So he'll probably do it like on his lunch break, and then one. Anyways, the point is, he gets this hot and sour soup, and he loves it so good. And one day, okay, perfect. So it could be like two different tours. I mean, 12 years, it's a long span of time.
But 2 years, okay.
So he does, yeah. So he every day, work days, he goes to this place. Even days off, he goes to this place to get his soup. Well, one day, the owner walks up to him, Bob, I got bad news. What's up? I'm going out of business, man. We can't keep up with the main franchises out there.
Oh, no, his life is changing.
And now his life's like, what the heck am I going to do? What am I going to do? I need the soup. That's the only thing I look forward to is eating soup and sleeping. Like, that's it. My life sucks. I don't have a dog, nothing.
So do you get mad?
There's no fish. There's no one. No teddy bear. Nothing. And so he's like, oh, can you guys give me the recipe? I could try to make it myself. Mm-hmm. And so they give him the ingredients.
But not the recipe.
Exactly. And
that's so... I'm gonna...
And so he goes to like the local Chinese Chinatown store, and he buys all the stuff, brings it home, whips it up, tastes it, terrible. He's like, oh man, this sucks. So he goes back to the owner. He's like, hey dude, I know you're going out of business, but you got to tell me where can I find I went to the store. He's like, yeah, they're not going to get the ingredients at the store. You got to go, like, you have to find the ingredients other places. Can you kind of point me in the right direction, man? I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, so he gets to go on adventures.
This is the kicker. Mind you, this is a depressed man who has got nothing to live for, and he hates his job. He has one leg. And
he has one leg. Oh, man.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, war hero. He's been through it all. He's been a prisoner of war. He's been hurt. He's been damaged. He's got baggage, okay? Mm-hmm. And the owner goes to him, and he says, all right, look, here's the list of the ingredients you have, and this is where you go get them. Now, the locations I still have to do research on because I really want to make it seem like a realistic story, okay? Mm-hmm. But he has to travel around the world. It's like a 12-month journey for him to do. To find one ingredient, you have to go to Canada. The other ingredient, you have to go to Japan.
That's probably why they went out of business.
You have to, whatever, you have to go to Australia. You know what I mean?
So
he's got to travel around the world to get 8 ingredients to make the soup that he was eating every day for his own self-well-being and happiness. During his journey, as he goes to different places,
self-well-being and happiness.
He gets rid of his depression. He gets rid of his trust issues. Trust issues, depression. His post-traumatic stress disorder is gone.
PTSD.
He's at a serendipity level. He's like, wow, this is great. He also, here's the kicker.
Life.
Here's the kicker. Here's a good kicker. He goes to Afghanistan to get a thing, and he becomes captured as a civilian. The same place he was captured at when he was in his... No. This is the kicker, because he escaped when he was active duty. He escaped
when he had both his legs.
No, I think he hurt one of his legs, but he still managed to get one guy out with him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the point.
He's like, I think you made the story.
Yeah, well, the point is he has a leg.
Yeah.
His leg is hurt from somewhere in the military, but I think that's a pinnacle point.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing is, he's going to do the same thing again. He's going to save another person from that jail or prison or whatever and relive his thing, but now knowing so much more and being so much more positive.
Oh, nice.
So he's going to actually be like one of his last missions. The last ingredients in Afghanistan. He gets captured. It's just bad luck.
Yeah.
He's bad luck. Looking for an ingredient, he's getting captured. Okay. So I think it's Taliban is in charge of that.
That's not bad luck. It's just kind of like,
bad timing, bad placing.
Because it's kind of one of those things where everything happens for a reason. So in this particular instance, is it happening for a reason?
And he knows exactly what to do. So he rescues another person, gets him out.
Maybe they become best friends as they go home, and he takes,
exactly.
Like, hey.
And that's the thing. He gains a friend.
He could be a Chinese man that he's rescuing, and he knows how to make hot and sour soup.
Or it's American guy, whatever. It doesn't matter. Or maybe it's even one of his own kind. Like it's an Afghani that was like, I don't want to be part of the Taliban or whatever.
Right.
And he becomes friends with the enemy.
Yeah.
That's more story. That's more beautiful.
Yeah,
story.
that's pretty awesome.
So they come back home, blah, 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 and he comes home. He makes a soup. It's perfect. Yeah. And then he goes to talk to the owner, who's now not at the restaurant. So he goes to the house because he's a family friend. Right. He's like he goes there and he knocks on the door. The wife opens. Hey, how you doing? He's Mr. Wang there. I'm just gonna make fake name. Right. And there's the sad part.
Mr. Wang.
He passed away. And he was like in his 70s or 80s at the point. Right. And he's like, all right, so they sit down, have some tea, and they're talking, and he talks about his mission and his trip, and he made a friend, and so everything's different, 180, complete 180. And this is where it really kicks, it's like a sweet, sour ending to the movie.
Nice, I love the hot and sour, sweet and sour.
Yeah, she says, the truth is, he had the ingredients and all the stuff here, and everything you needed here, but he needed you to go on this mission to save your life, and it works. It's so beautiful.
I just got chills. That is a great idea.
So beautiful, right? And then
you write a script and pitch that.
He ends up opening, with all his money he gained from military and disability, he opened up that same restaurant in the owner's name. Like
that's so awesome.
It's like, oh my god.
I think that's a beautiful movie.
And
I think so too.
And the name of the movie is going to be Soup.
I want to see that movie.
Yeah,
I was so.
And it's going to be called Soup.
Yes.
I love Soup.
Isn't that great?
Soup. You gotta do that one.
Yes, like the book, the chicken noodle
of,
soup. Is that what the book called?
It reminds me of the book, The Alchemist.
Yeah, I like The Alchemist.
There you go.
I just think it's a real good, and that can help people realize it's not the end of the world if you're losing. You lost a leg or lost your wife, you can still move.
It's called Chicken Soup for the Soul. Is that what it's called?
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Didn't they turn that into a movie also?
I think so.
That was a book they turned into a movie.
But that's one of the movies I want to make.
I think that's so beautiful. Let's just do that one. Let's just not think of anything else and just do that one.
I think we have to step by step do one. There's another one where
I'm listening.
Is this project number 3?
I'm listening.
3.
Okay.
This is another good one.
Okay, so project number 3, and this is a movie as well.
It's a movie.
Okay.
It's about a girl. She's a 14, Japanese-American spoiled brat. 14-year-old, okay? Family's wealthy, and it's like, I don't know what they call it. If they call it second generation, they've already been you're born in the United States, right?
When you're born in the United States, you become first generation.
Okay, so she's a first generation. Her parents are first generation. Their parents are second. So
wait, so her parents were born here in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's second generation.
Okay, got it. Okay, so it is. She's well-spoken, Japanese-American 14-year-old girl. Goes to a private schooling, everything given to her. Blah, 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 blah. She's kind of snotty. Has one friend. Literally gets a ride in a limo every day to school. And
okay, can I add something? Okay, there's this little girl that I saw like out in San Mateo, and like where I worked, but because there's a private school around there, but the parents will walk to the school, But this little girl, she could very well be half Japanese, but I think she might have been like half Korean or something. But she was half Asian and half white. She was Asian girl with like fair skin and red hair.
Died?
No, she was a little 5-year-old girl, and her dad had to have been a
Irish?
redhead, Irish man with fiery red hair.
Yeah.
Because pulled it off that she looks
cool.
straight like a Japanese
Look like
girl.
this?
She looks like
I
a little
Googled it.
Japanese girl
Of course you
with
did.
red hair.
That's
I was
cool.
like,
I
let me
was
see
like,
this.
that's the most
Oh, this one
amazing
is
combination
great.
I've ever seen.
That's cool.
Oh, this one is
Such an
even
amazing
better.
combination.
I think that is.
It's
Oh my
beautiful. So
goodness.
this beautiful
I knew
little
a
girl.
Korean French girl
So
in the
anyways,
military.
She has
have you ever-
freckles.
yeah.
She's
I wanted her bad.
He's like, she's cute.
I wanted her so bad, but I was married, so I couldn't do anything. I was like, dang.
Come on now.
But so things
Pimpin'.
like that. So
I'm
when,
playing.
when casting your character.
All right, so this
something
girl.
you-
Here's the kicker. Here's the
Yeah,
kicker.
back to the story.
Yeah, the kicker, man. Kicker 2000. Okay,
2017.
so basically, she's not grateful for anything. Everything's just given to her, and she's not grateful for her life.
Okay.
And so she jumps off her balcony to kill herself as a 14-year-old. A lot of kids do that. They get bullied. They get stressed. Their parents are mean.
Yeah, they
blah
try
blah
to
blah.
cut
Life is
themselves
so
and-
bad. Ah ha ha. Dead. No, get out of here with that. You're weak. But she ends up jumping off her balcony, and the change in where the story develops is from there. Like you get to know her really well, and then she's dead. Like what the hell? Supposedly.
I was gonna say she probably just hurt herself really bad and
The
probably
thing is-
messed up and mangled her. Like no,
When she hits the ground,
she messed herself
when
up.
she hits the ground she hits the ground
head
back first.
messes up.
Yeah, she hits the ground or something.
And
back,
it changes her head.
back first. Let me
Oh
Hold on, let him tell the story. I'm trying to listen, and she's just. Okay, come on.
So
I'm listening.
imagine you're
okay.
falling off a balcony,
I can see it.
and then all of a sudden blackout.
Blackout.
She wakes up, and she is a 15-year-old African American male in a basketball court at a high school, public high school.
What?
This is the where I think would really. This is trippy, right? Trippy as hell.
Okay, I'm
Trippy as-
listening. I'm
She
listening.
hits the ground and wakes up, and guys are running. You hear the basketball squeaking, the sneakers, and hey, bro, you okay? And all you hear is her voice go, bro, and it's her voice.
Oh my goodness, you thought about this
And she's
so
like, and
elaborately.
she gets picked up,
Mhm.
and she's like, what the heck? And she sees,
Her-
darker skinned hands and all that, and she's really tall, and she's looking around like that, and then she just kind of wigs out for a second because her mind and her body are completely flippy floppy on her.
Yeah.
And she's trying
They're
to
not
like
one and the
everything's
same.
stripping out. They go, "Are you okay? Sit down, sit down." And they sit her down, and she comes to like she has the same. She knows what she knows from her past life, but now she's living in a new body and has to learn everything that dude knows. So if he knows how to run fast, and she just walked around like a lazy Asian, like okay, well you're not gonna know how to.
Lazy Asian.
You know what I mean? Fat Asian, fat Asian, fat Asian. So now she knows how to play basketball because naturally he plays basketball. So that's why the wig out thing is. It's like when the Matrix, he's I know kung fu. It's kind of like that.
Right, they
Like
start
you
to
pick up
process it, and you're just like, oh.
Okay,
So it looks like you're having a seizure.
Yeah,
if
so
anything. So it's going to be entertaining.
She starts playing basketball.
She plays basketball,
Okay.
and she's like, "What the heck? Where do I know this stuff?" But she has no idea who her name. She doesn't know very much like where she lives. She's trying to like piece it together. Like, why is this happening? Maybe it's a nightmare. Whatever. The game ends. Everyone's congratulating her. She did okay. She's whatever. She has to find out like, so what's my name? She goes through like she's walking through the lockers trying to figure out who she is. She finds her locker, backpack, finds her name or his name. And after the Twitch, her voice is obviously a dude, so the actor can play his part and do his like. He doesn't have to dub in ADR the girl's
Right,
voice.
right.
That's a pain in technology.
Right.
So she finds out I'll just say he finds out where he lives, goes home. Dad's in prison. Mom works 2 jobs.
Dang.
He's an only child.
Oh, dang.
He looks at his grades and he's got like C's and B's. He's like, all right, cool. And he has dreams to be like Michael Jordan. He's got like, all right, he wants to be a basketball player, 15-year-old kid. He's like, okay, well, and he goes to school. Everything's easy to him because he's a straight A student in private school. So this is just cakewalks. He's wasting
For her?
time for her
Yeah.
mentally because
Yeah.
he's like, this is so
Yeah.
easy. Plays the basketball after school. Grades start going up. He ends up getting shot in an alley.
Dang,
She
so she wakes
slash
up
he.
somewhere else.
gets.
So how does that go down? Why? No,
she
you
wakes up
guys, you
somewhere
can't
else in
just
another
end up
body.
getting shot in the alley. What?
It's the thing. He walks
brought
home. He's the Chicago
Okay.
area, some unsafe area.
It just happens to the young black male, like something that
it's just typical stereotype.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering if she put herself in there, or it's just
it's
walking
just the way
home.
it is.
Okay.
So the movie's kind of like an unlucky type thing. It's just where she
no. There's a purpose to this.
Okay.
So you hit the ground, you black out because of blood loss, and you wake up a white dude, fat.
Oh my gosh.
And like, what the hell? Like you wake up in your chair and you just had a heart attack, but you came back, kind of thing. Like,
oh yeah. Should
and
be a white woman fat.
So it changes. Like you're a small little. And here's the kicker: you're a 16-year-old now.
Yeah.
So 14, 15, 16.
Oh, okay.
So now you're like a sophomore in high school. You're not popular. You have no friends. You're way overweight.
Nobody
you love candy. No one talks to you. You're kind of smart, but you're really into like World of Warcraft, whatever. Video games. And he's got a really caring mom who's really thin and trying to keep him in shape, but he's like, I don't care. I just want to play video games and be fat. Dad's a fat dude, so mom's trying to be that role model, and he's like, I like that my dad is really fun. Let's go fishing. Let's go to the buffet. Like, unhealthy, heart attack, okay? Then 17-year-old, wake up as a different person. So 18 years old, wake up. Wake up.
Okay.
Wake up. I'm going to say wake up because it's easier. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It goes up to about 25 years old because that's your pinnacle of your life is like, freshman year to about your senior year in college. And then after that, you're like, I work a job and I hate my life. Or I worked a job and I love my life. And I'm 37. You know what I mean? Like that 10 years or 11 years is real important. And a lot of people don't know how much people go through in life. Whatever
during
ethnicity or race you are, where you're from, you're going to be challenged. The fat kid had a challenge.
Yeah.
The spoiled brat Asian had a challenge. The black dude had a challenge.
Yeah.
The white girl, the Indian guy, the whatever. I'm going to mix everything in there. I'm going to have a transgender in there somewhere. Every person, every type of person, challenges. Can you make it through it? And if you die soon, are you going to enjoy your life? So the last person, I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, 23 years old. He's like already graduated college.
And she knows all this information from like
every person,
point.
and she's very thankful for it, but she knows something's going to happen. It's going to have that like Final Destination feel to it.
So she's got to like just live it up while she's got it because she knows she's going to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the very end, this is the beautiful kicker. The very, very, very end, she
gets to go back to herself.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's you wake up in a hospital.
Oh, to live her life again.
She was in a coma for 10 years. And this is like
what?
Oh wait,
she was in a coma for 10
whatever,
years.
Either coma or it just like
for 10 years though. That's not a happy ending though.
Or okay, if I better. Okay.
I think she goes back to waking up
for 10 years.
Got to gain the experience all of that
for 10 years.
How about this? It was a humongous.
Wait for 10. She's 24 now.
Well, the thing is,
she missed her pinnacle.
There's only one way we can go about this, and this might make it really interesting.
Okay.
They don't have to have the years follow. It could be like 2017 as a 14-year-old Asian that you commit suicide and wake up in 1993 as a black dude playing basketball in Chicago.
Oh, interesting.
And then when he goes, it could be 1973.
That really gives
waking
a
up as a fat white dude or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it just changes in years all around the world. 1950s and you're a white dude that's thin. Like, oh, wow, that's the way to go. And you're in the mob like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But the point is, they don't have to follow in years, so that way when she wakes up in 2017, like a week later, she's really just had a humongous dream that God sent her or something. I don't want to make it too biblical. It's really, really weird and cliche.
On a spiritual journey.
She was on like a mental trip, and she saw this just because of pure whatever. Something above gave it to her, but I don't want to add that.
And then it ends with her being 14 or
she wakes up as a 14-year-old.
Oh,
because I think you're right. It would be better just to have her wake up herself.
Yeah.
But be like super thankful for everything, and it changes the story though.
She gained the wisdom through her
experience. And I think that would be epic, dude. Because like a lot of millennials now, like people that are like 14 or 13 younger than you. Are there's iPhone, they're spoiled, they just go to school, sit in the class and ace the class, not do homework. Like, dude, you need to die. Like that's it's not really, but
yes,
older
I know,
people like me that struggle through that.
Study,
imagine like there's one kid. There's going to be a situation where in this storyline, you're going to wake up a handicapped person, and you're going to have like some major disabilities, and everything's going to suck. And all those experiences she had to up to is just going to be like, all right, we can work through this, we can get to it. But it has to develop in character after so many people. Like after like the 10th character, you're going to be like, all right, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I'm in a wheelchair, I can't walk, I gotta go to school like this, get on a bus. But the positive thing is you'll notice this character evolve from spoiled brat to confusion to I know what to do now, and let's get through this. And then maybe help others at the end of it. And then boom, start over. 2017, she wakes up.
And she's like, gonna love her life.
And she's gonna love life. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, I think it's a great story.
I do too.
And it could be a sitcom, and not a sitcom. It could be like a TV show.
Yeah, it could, because you can put her through. And there used to be a show like that called Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap, yeah. You go into different lives, but I think this will touch the educational side to it. Like a lot of people out there don't understand
like
what people in Nigeria are going through, what people in Chicago and the gangs or whatever the gangs and the gangs
relatable
everything. The gangs everywhere, but I'm saying the worst parts of the world, and there are people out there that are making it. North Carolina was where Michael Jordan went to college. I'm pretty sure the gangs out there were pretty bad. If he was walking the streets as a 19-year-old that didn't go to, did he go? He went to Wilmington. He went to Wilmington College. And imagine like just he get punked by the wrong guy and then dead.
Right.
But his positive thinking and maybe his optimism kept him away from problems like that. Not that sometimes you just walk into the wrong person, but he did, and you talk his way out of it because he was not dumb. He was an educated man. He wasn't retarded. But just imagine you're a 15-year-old sophomore and you're walking through the wrong street.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
And sometimes choices that you have and circumstances will help you to make those.
The advice you take from your elders.
I'm not going to walk this route. I'm going to walk that route.
Yeah. Imagine his mom's like knows the system. Because the husband's in prison, and they know when things happen on the streets. Don't go that way tonight. Okay, I won't. And then boom, he goes that way, or he doesn't. It's a decision-making thing. But the point is, for the viewer as they're watching the show to understand the predicament that every ethnicity and age have. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's wonderful.
I love it. You're right. All three ideas are amazing. So it's kind of hard to say like don't. Put any
learn from it. Watch it and learn, and
all of them
and try to. And I'm going to try to keep it real. Like I don't want to make this fictional. Oh, a fat dude is rich. No, if you're fat and your mom's whatever, just the story's got to be legit.
You live at home with mom.
You live at home. Boy, you're a 15-year-old. You're going to live with mom.
Of course. Well, no, sometimes they don't.
But there's stories like that. There's a guy.
Some 15-year-olds that live on the street. Some that live with aunties. Some that live with grandparents.
And that's another one. I can. There's so many ideas I can go into this to make the story evolve. And make that character evolve into something great at the end. I think it's great. And I think it could make like a whole season. Like the 13 Reasons Why.
A Netflix series.
I think it would make a really good story.
Okay, so we should be taking notes. You can go reach out to Sony for your video games. Go reach out to Netflix for a
make a
series.
list.
But then you got to reach out to like maybe like George Lucas or somebody like
I'm
that.
thinking the producer of God's Not Dead would be great for that.
Who's that producer?
It's a Christian-based.
Oh, okay.
Because it could be a Christian-based
or
movie.
Lionsgate, no?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that are Christian-based but don't get a lot of traction. God's Not Dead was not one of those. That one made a lot of money.
God's Not Dead. I think I saw that one.
It's about a kid that believes in God and his teacher doesn't. And he's like, dude, I'm...
Oh, yeah, on Netflix?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to believe in God because that's my thing. It's my jam. And the teacher's like, well, that's cool. You're going to fail the class and God's not real. And he would literally make every student write down, God's not dead. Or God is dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, he's not. Like a boss. Whatever. I just think these ideas need to be put into action. It's really hard for me. I'm sorry, I keep talking.
No, it's fine.
It's a lot of projects I'm working on as I get stressed and I don't know what to start on.
Viewers want to know.
I got another one that's like Fast and Furious, but it's better. You know what I mean?
Oh, what would it be? What would
how many more? Just curious. I'm not gonna ask you to tell anymore. But how many more movies and games and ideas, solid ideas like that, do you have? And do you have them written out? And like,
I have the video game written out. I have the other one written out. I have 3 out of 5 written out. 3 out of 5 right now. What are you guys whispering?
No, she just keeps like signaling me. Just let me know.
Your screen went black, dude. I'm sorry, guys, but I really want to get it off my chest. Okay, good.
No, I enjoy.
I'm a creator, dude. I have a lot of
I enjoy. That's why I just asked you. Sorry, I got a little distracted just now. But you said you had how many?
I have 5 projects.
Okay.
And they're all media related. Like one's a video game, and 4 of them are movies.
Oh, so you like to do movies? Then.
I just
think
it would be really cool to direct and like write. Like if Sylvester Stallone could do it, anyone could do it.
Yeah,
he wrote his movies.
He did.
Wrote all of them, almost all of them.
Ice Cube wrote the Friday movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just think it would be like, I don't know, these stories. It's more or less trying to teach people something.
Yeah.
And educate them. The video game, no, that's just for fun. But I just think
there's a young cat that wrote the Fruitvale movie.
Yeah.
There's a young cat that wrote that one, and
a cat. A kitten?
A guy. A man.
I think it's a terminology for a man. A man,
you know
bro.
what I'm talking about.
I think
a young lion?
Oh, a bro.
Yes.
A young bro.
Yeah, so he wrote the movie Fruitvale, but he had approached Sylvester Stallone about writing Apollo as his son.
Mm-hmm.
So writing that movie, he was doing that movie first, and he wanted Rocky to do it with Sylvester Stallone to do it with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he kind of, didn't have much credentials at the time or anything like that. So Sylvester Stallone was like, mulling it over. He was like, well, why don't you, go do something else first, and then we'll see how, see what we can do from after that. Well, then he wrote Fruitvale.
Mm-hmm.
And so after he wrote Fruitvale and it like took off, it was like a hot, topic, and it was controversial, and he really got a lot of attention on that movie, and it was very successful. Then Sylvester Stallone was like, okay. And then he was like, but I don't want to be the boxer in it, so what I'll do is I'll play the role. So he did assist in writing it. He's like, I'll play the role of like Mickey. Like, I'll be the trainer, and you're,
is that the guy
you're
that...
Apollo's son, so
okay.
I'll train you as Apollo's son.
That was the guy that was training Apollo then.
Mm-hmm.
He also trained Rocky after Apollo died in Rocky 4.
Yeah, so
I know these Rocky stuff.
Yeah, so the cat that wrote that
is an actor in the movie.
In a person.
Was, had
not an actual
with,
cat.
Had something to do with...
Oh, okay. With
the
Apollo creation.
Right, with the Apollo creation. So, when you talk about Sylvester Stallone writing his own movies, he wrote Rambo also.
Mm-hmm. Rambo's amazing.
Yeah, so he did that, and then, you have this guy who wrote Fruitvale and doing the Apollo movie, in conjunction with, and then other people that wrote, there's like Ice Cube, but, I mean, we have people, local TV... local writers here who write and produce screens. So I know Keith Lee out of our area. He does film and video, and he's had some releases. I want to say Danilo.
He has some what? I'm sorry.
Some releases.
Releases.
And then Danilo, I want to say Danilo, but there's a couple cats that did Sundance. But we don't want to go Sundance, because once you get stuck in Sundance, I hear Sundance movie festival.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a festival for
independent movie makers,
independent amateur video, movie makers. But I hear that once you get like stuck in that, it's kind of hard to come out of that. So
it's like quicksand.
Yeah.
Or clay.
It's kind of like the underground scene of music. Once underground,
So you want to go big?
Why would it be hard to get out?
Those are awesome movies. I think those should be blockbusters.
Yeah, dude.
Those should be straight.
I'd watch them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think those should be like B-rated movies.
Watch that movie 13
great.
Reasons Why. It's a good series.
It was actually
that,
it's recommended.
It's a movie or a series.
What's her name? Selena Gomez wrote it.
Oh, nice.
And she actually now has her best friend gave her a kidney transplant, so she has.
Oh my goodness.
She's lupus free, and it has a 3% chance of returning, so she can get back into music and movies again. Like, all right, cool.
Selena.
Her best friend.
Selena Gomez.
That's
she
awesome
had
that.
that.
Best friend, like,
her best friend had the match for her kidney.
That is a trip.
Is that God sent or what, dude? That's amazing.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
best friend, you say my life for real.
Yeah, legit. Like she just did it right away. Like, oh, dude.
Yeah, that's my best friend. And like,
Yeah.
I match you, no doubt.
Yeah, for real.
Like if we can function with one, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's
got you. I got you.
I don't know. This world's full of possibilities.
Absolutely. I think those are all amazing, and I think any one of them that you choose to take off with first, every single one of them are going to be just as hard hitting.
I think Soup needs a lot of work. I should start on that one.
Yeah, and the video game's pretty cool.
Yeah, the video game's cool. That takes a lot of gamers too.
Soup though, I think definitely the strongest.
We can set up prototype. Like once you get like a little prototype down, you can set up like gaming events to where people can come just set up. And they're just playing them, and they give you feedback, say, and it doesn't have to be, the people who are making it, even though they may want to have their game testers test it, but you can also do it with, like your own people.
That'll be a good game too.
Yeah.
Good development.
I think sounds great. But yep, so we are about to close our show, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us and all of our wonderful conversation and Ryan's awesome ideas. Laughs on the Ave tonight. I'm gonna let Marcelis.
This is strictly for my loved ones. Keep 100.
Apologize, but this is strictly for my lovers. Keep it 100 till I die. What's called Last on the Ave going on tonight. Everybody, show starts at 9, doors open at 8. Be there. We will be performing with the Bump Box again. I just got a special. I just got a message in today during the show actually that Saul Trujillo is gonna be on the show as well. He's gonna stop by and do some guest time. This dude's from Stockton native. Yeah. He's hilarious.
And if you guys remember him, he was on the show. He was one of the guests, Saul Trio, and he is absolutely a riot. He's with the Deaf Puppies, and he's one of their crew.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he also was over at the the cannabis fairground.
He's all
Reggie
over.
Galindo had a comedy show, and so Saul was one of those there.
Reggie Galindo will be at my show as well. Insane Wayne, 209 comedy. 209 comics are in the building tonight is all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to do the thing, and that's it. Also, if you want to get into the show for free, you could share my flyer on my page, on my Facebook page at Marcelis Flores, and just tag me in it, and then you get in for free. If you tag me Marcelis Flores, that's the only way that I'll know that you shared it, so then I write you on the guest list personally. Or you could share that through Snapchat or Instagram as well, and then tag me on there as well. That's the show. We're going to get up out of here. It is November 9th, going on 10 o'clock. I hope everybody has a great morning. And what was that, Renee?
I was like, where's enthusiasm? You were used to be so enthusiastic, and it's just like you're ready
haven't slept yet, huh?
He is.
I
can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, you haven't slept yet.
I've slept.
I don't know.
I've slept for sure.
Yeah, last week. When did you sleep? Tomorrow we're gonna talk about this on the show.
I'm gonna take a nap after the show.
I knew it.
But no, it's going down tonight, everybody. Be there or be square. Ha 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 ha. Good morning, everybody. Have a great
Good morning.
Have a great day.
Oh no, I knew.
Oh my gosh. Oh, people are singing.
I think I need to talk more. I make things a little light.
No, that was great.
The Ryan's.
You said you need to talk more?
I don't talk as much. Yeah.